Hey YouTube, it's me, Primal1994 here, and I would like to talk about an upcoming game that's going to come out that I'm really excited for, and that is Super Street Fighter 4. Now, I don't think you guys know about me yet, but for anybody out there, I am a fan of the Street Fighter franchise. All right, I love Street Fighter. So I want to talk about this for a minute, and what that being is the pretty much. I mean, I've loved. Let's see. Let me talk about first the Street Fighter franchise that the games I've played, anyways. I've played Street Fighter 2. I own that for the Sega Genesis. Let's see here. I also have Street Fighter 3, the whole anniversary collection for the Xbox, and which comes with Super Street Fighter 2, I think, and just Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Let's see, that was the first official Street Fighter game I own, actually. Thing is that I've loved Street Fighter, but I've only been able to play it off of my computer through ROMs and such, like, on the Super Nintendo emulator. Um, so it was pretty cool. I've had my fun with that. Then, okay, I mean, just, like, that's pretty much like one of the first games I played. Then I really got into the Street Fighter franchise. Speaking on that, and then my cousin got Street Fighter 4. I was never able to get that myself because I never had like a 360 or PS3. But now I have a 360, so of course I'm going to get Super Street Fighter 4 now. I got my 360 sometime last year, and I've had to pay it off for my friend, who I bought it from. Anyways, for Super Street Fighter 4 that I'm really excited for. Well, let's talk about Street Fighter 4 for a second. I just want to talk for myself on this one because everyone's already said everything about it, but I want to say something myself just about it that everybody has said. It's it was the brand new Street Fighter in last year that came out, I think in March, and oh well, never mind. Anyways, so let me just talk about this. First off, they introduced us with the old with all the old characters like Ryu, Ken. Let's see, they gave us like pretty much all the characters from Street Fighter 2 are in that game, and then they add in completely new characters like Abel, El Fuerte, Rufus, and C Viper, and then we also have other characters from the Alpha and Street Fighter New Challengers series, like Dan, Gen, Fei Long, Cammy, Sakura. I think I covered that, or I think I. Okay, let's see. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, we can't also forget Akuma. That's right. And then pretty much another brand new. Well, he wasn't. Okay, let me start off with Goken now, who's a character completely new in this series. Goken, he was never. This Street Fighter 4 was his first debut into the Street Fighter universe as a fighter. He's been in the universe, well, pretty much since his inception. Like he's the master of Ken and Ryu, or Ryu and Ken, and he's been there, and he has his history with Akuma. But now this game is his first debut because supposedly in the main universe in the canon of the franchise, he was killed by Akuma and Shungoku Satsu, and so was M. Bison at the end of Street Fighter 2. If you could beat Street Fighter 2 with like a certain if you beat in a certain way, I don't know how to like phrase it any better than that. And we have that. Then apparently the Shungoku Satsu didn't kill these people, such as Goken or M. Bison. They came back. And then this will lead us on to the whole then we also have Seth, which is the boss, and he is hard. Well, he's not that hard. If you unlocked Akuma and Goken, then you already unlocked Seth. My cousin. That's what I meant. Yeah, my cousin. He already unlocked all of them. He played the game mad until he could get them all. I played the game at his house, and I have to tell you, I am definitely not that good of a fighter against him. But when I get the new game, I am going to see if I can redeem myself from that. But you know, he's gotten a lot better because he's been playing people online. I don't have that kind of thing in my house, but I will soon. Whenever I get Xbox Live up and running on my house, I need to get an Ethernet cable, but I will soon. So, anyways, we have that from Street Fighter 4. We also have like the way it's a much deep fighter than any other Street Fighter game ever made, and rightfully so now with Super Street Fighter 4. As I do know that in this game you're gonna have more ultras and I think more. Yeah, I do know of more ultras. I'm not sure about the supers. I think there are more supers in this game. I could be wrong, but I do know that there's definitely, like, you can pick your ultras. Like, pick which one you want instead of having to go with one, which I think adds a lot more. It brings back what happened, what you could do since Street Fighter 3. In Street Fighter 3, you could do that with any character. Pick your ultra, or pick your, you know, in that game it was super, but now we have ultras. So let's see, as I like to say in this one, that's cool. I mean, I think that anybody would like to do that. But now, let's talk about the characters in Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4. Okay, the first three that were released were Judy, which is a brand new character to the series. She's Korean, and this character was made because people wanted a Korean, like Koreans wanted a Korean character in the Street Fighter franchise. That's explainable. You know, there's a huge population of, or you know, a lot of gamers in Korea love Street Fighter, and they wanted a character that's Korean Street Fighter. That's cool. You know, now we have Judy, who's this new character. You know, completely fresh out of the box. This is gonna be, you know, it's gonna be interesting how to play as her. And then let's look at the other character. There's two other characters. We have T-Hawk and DJ they're from the Street Fighter 2 not anniversary. Well, they're in the anniversary collection as well, but the original game was New Challengers. These characters are pretty much, you know, they're from that, you know, they're from there, and they're in this new game now, which is pretty cool. Now, let's see, pretty much T-Hawk's the giant dude from Mexico. I think he looks like a native. I think he might either be Aztec or something. I'm not sure, but anyways, he's from Mexico, as the game states. Sorry, just trying to straighten out my camera here. And we also have DJ, who's from Jamaica, and you know, he's known as, like, I think he's just a boxer or something. I know he's just like a fighter, but he's in here now, and he's going to be awesome. And let's go with other characters, such as, let's go to the Alpha series, as we know. Okay, we have Guy and Cody from the Alpha franchise, which they're actually from Final Fight, which is a game made by Capcom. It's similar to Streets of Rage, which for the Sega Genesis, but the Final Fight series, more specifically, that they're from. You know, they were brought in Final Fight. They were brought into Alpha, and they became fighters. Guy is more known in that game. Cody appears in Alpha 3. He was put in jail. He got messed up and put in jail or something like that. I know something like around that line happened. He was imprisoned. And we have Guy, who's he's always been there, I think, since the first Alpha game, Warrior Dreams. I'm not sure. You know, I'm just speaking out of what I know. But that's pretty much the furthest extent of what I know of who's in there or not. But yeah, so we have Guy and Cody, who are in there from the Final Fight games. Then we have Adon. Okay, Adon's actually from the first game. He was brought into the Alpha. He's in all the Alpha series games too. Now he is the apprentice, or now former apprentice, of Sagat. Ever since the first Street Fighter game, after Sagat lost to Ryu, Adon lost his respect for him, and you know, he went to go become a stronger fighter. And he's really good, like, for characters who like to range a lot. He is good against them. If you know how to use Adon, you can definitely counter them every time they do, like, a Hadouken or Tigers or anything like that. You can counter that with Adon. Now let's move on to the Third Strike characters, Street Fighter 3 characters that are in this game. The only ones that are in this game are Dudley, Makoto, and Ibuki. They all have their, I'm not sure what their storyline is. I mean, I have the game, but you know, as far as I know, there's not really much to it than that they're in this game. But I mean, it's interesting though. I like to see what they can do in this game. And then the final character in this game that we have